then so we're running challenges. I ran a 5-day challenge last month. Authors loved it, being able to just be able to post in there. Yes, I did my 5 minutes today. Yes, I did my 5 minutes. And yes, I did my whole 5 days straight. And I have levels. So that put them all at the hiker level. And then you can go on to be a backpacker and a trailblazer and summit seeker. So I have the levels in there. It's really fun as you're building your skill of dictating your fiction. So this month's challenge, yes, and we're in August right now, but this month is the walk and talk, and that's just get moving. Let's get our stories moving. Let's get our bodies moving. And that can generate creativity as well. Like movement that can help if you're having those blocks and everything. So being able to dictate while you walk. And so I have some authors, they're like, I can only walk around my flat. And I was like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to be outside. It doesn't have to be anything special. You're just walking around in your house. One is she's going to walk while she's at lunch on her lunch break. And like, it doesn't make me walking on your treadmill. So as long as you're just up moving your body for that 5 minutes and dictating at the same time. And I'm hoping some authors will fall in love with a new way of doing it. They're like, I was just dictating while I was on my treadmill or while I was sitting, or laying down on the couch. But now I found that, yeah, I actually can unload the dishwasher and get 5 minutes of fiction in at the same time. And so that's something I didn't realize I could do. So that's the challenge this month. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to have that community of authors who are dictating their fiction.
So awesome, because like also I love a challenge. I love participating in challenges. I don't know if I'm just like very competitive or what, but oh my god, you give me a challenge and I will accomplish it. Actually, that was how I got my book to actually happen. Is I gave myself a word challenge and I kept track of it and stuff. And so like to have something so accessible as 5 minutes a day and it just be a challenge, it's just like such a great way to get people past that first barrier of like doing it regularly.
Exactly, exactly. Because if it's too monumental, if it's like I've got to dictate for an hour because that's what I do now. I write for an hour, I write fiction for an hour and dictate for an hour. Oh, that's just too much. And like, okay, that's just too hard. I'm not going to do it. But just increments, and that's enough of a challenge, like just 5 minutes. But knowing that after you complete that challenge, you can go back to typing, you can go back to whatever, but just do that. And I'm just seeing it transform authors' lives. Like and I've had authors say that, like, this has changed my life. I would not have been able to keep writing if not for this. But yeah, I discovered that, yeah, authors, they love that challenge. I put that out there and they were like, give us more. Let's have a challenge every month. So that's my goal now with the club, is like, we're going to try to have a challenge every month to for authors to just dig into. It's like, okay, give me that challenge. I want to climb that hill.